Liv Morgan may have delivered a kiss onto the lips of Dominik Mysterio Dirty Dom, but did her explanation, did the segment Liv Morgan kiss and tell that kicked off Raw deliver? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We're going to see here, we're going to look at the polls, we're going to look at your comments, we're going to see what everybody is thinking about the latest Liv Morgan Dirty Dom segment that kicked off Raw. But I just want to say, I think straight off the bat, this is probably one of, if not the best stories or things going on easily since WrestleMania 40. I think last week with that shocking kiss combined with this week and the explanation and Liv Morgan obviously trying to get with Dom, not knowing whether Dom is interested, showing slight interest, pretending he's not, pretending that he only cares for Rhea Ripley, but deep down you're thinking, is he interested in Liv Morgan? You've got the Judgment Day getting involved. I think the whole thing is interesting, and I know some people don't like it because they think it's romance, they think it's unnecessary drama. Well, I mean, newsflash, in real life, people are romantic. People do get into relationships. People do go after the opposite sex. And that's what we have here. We have Liv Morgan showing an interest in Dominik Mysterio. Now, whether it be emotional and she actually likes Dom, or whether the sole reason be just so she can fuck Rhea Ripley right off, I mean, it doesn't really matter. What we know right now is that Liv Morgan is pursuing Dominik Mysterio. And if you look at previous times in wrestling, these sort of angles, when there's been a love romance, when there's been a man and a woman getting sexual, we've had good stuff in the past. I mean, you look at Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, I remember Chris Jericho and Trish Stratus, Lita, Edge, Matt Hardy, the love triangle, AJ Lee. I remember when she was with Daniel Bryan and there was a pretty good storyline going on there. Even Edge getting with Vicky Guerrero. I'm probably missing quite a lot off the top of my head, but you look back at China, Eddie Guerrero. How can you forget that one? So, I mean, I don't know why people are Sable, Vince McMahon. There's a whole host of romances and relationships in WWE history that were good. So I don't know why people are just pretending now that they don't want this. It's probably this new age of wrestling fans. They just want men in tights putting on 20-minute matches, and the thought of an attractive feminine woman like Liv Morgan on screen acting feminine, pursuing somebody in a sexual manner, that probably scares them. They're probably thinking, no, I don't want this. Where's Otis? I need to see Otis in his fucking oiled up chest. That's the only thing they want. They want big, meaty men. They don't want little feminine Liv Morgan. But whatever, screw those people. If they want to watch 3 hours of wrestling, then I almost feel sorry for them, because that is not good for your health. But we're going to look at the poll before we get into the comments. 2.1 people voted. 59% said it was great. 14% said it was good. 11% said it was okay. 15% said it sucks. So we have 85% here with either like a neutral or positive reaction to this segment. Only 15% with a negative opinion of this Liv Morgan Dirty Dom segment. So I think that tells you straight off the bat that it didn't suck, okay? I think this was pretty good. I don't think it was great, but I think it was good. I enjoyed it. Could Liv Morgan be a better actress? Could she deliver a better promo? Of course. Could Dirty Dom do a little bit better? Of course. But overall, I thought it was good. Her explanation, Dominik basically saying to her, look, stay away, Mammy's going to kill you. Liv Morgan saying, yeah, well, she's going to kill you too. Even Finn Balor getting involved. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It made me want to see more. And you look at the numbers from the kiss last week to the clips from YouTube uploaded by WWE this week, the Liv Morgan stuff, the Dominik Mysterio stuff, it's drawing. It's getting people watching. It's getting people interested. It's bringing in good numbers. And therefore, I think they will continue doing this. If you're getting good numbers, you're doing something right. You're heading in the right direction. So here's the poll. Again, 59% said it was great. I didn't quite think it was great, but it was good, and I actually enjoyed it. And as you know on this channel, I don't really enjoy much wrestling these days, but I thought this was decent. So let's get into the comments. Daniel Cadaret says, I could watch Liv Morgan all night long. Fair enough, I can definitely see why. Almighty Ironhead25 said, it both sucked and blows. Didn't know that was physically possible, but hell, there it was right in front of me. Might as well have a Dominic on a pole match, why not? Better than anything that boring broad. Liv Tyler or Morgan don't matter. Just listen to that pop or lack of when that boring ass broad Liv Tyler or whatever her name is came out. It was nothing but crickets, 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 crickets. Dom even looks creeped out by let's say Jezebel. No personality whatsoever in that chick. If she's not ready now, she never will be. Please, Rhea, get well soon. We need to take the strap of this transitional champion, or champion even. Crickets, crickets, crickets. So, look, I kind of agree. Liv Morgan doesn't cut a great promo. I'm actually going to take a drink of Fimto here. I'm not promoting Fimto, but my throat's beginning to shut, so here we go. Refreshing. Anyway, actually, Raw was kind of refreshing this week. Normally it fucking sucks, but watching it wasn't too bad. But yeah, what was I saying? Liv Morgan. Yeah, Liv Morgan. She's attractive, okay? No one's denying that. And I want attractive women watching wrestling, I get that. But she is not great on the promo. And there was times where I thought it was a little bit cringe, but I liked the direction, and I thought some of her stuff was okay, but I just don't think Liv Morgan is ever going to be great as a promo person. She's like, people call her Mid Morgan. I mean, you can see that for a reason. Aside from looks, she is pretty mid. But I think with this character and this sort of personality and this direction, I think it's probably the best thing she's got going. So, I mean, is Liv Morgan the best person for this job? No. Personally, I think if you put Alexa Bliss in this role, I think she would steal the show. I think Alexa Bliss is the best female in WWE when it comes to promos. I don't think anyone's close. I think if you gave Alexa Bliss this storyline and she was involved, I think she would just blow Liv Morgan out of the water. But we don't have Alexa Bliss. We have Liv Morgan. I'm not a massive fan of her, but we'll see if she can make it work. Can she improve? I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but she's been on the main roster now quite a while. I just think this is probably as good as Liv Morgan gets, but using her in this aspect, I think kind of works. Experience Animation 217 says, so many good things happening on Raw right now. Definitely wouldn't have heard me say it 2 years ago. Liv, Rhea, Dom, Sammy, Gable, Otis, fucking Drew and Punk, Gunther rising in the ranks, Priest nailing it as world champion, and Braun Breaker. So much going on. Good shit, pal. This is some god shit. I mean, I will say I think Raw has improved a little bit. I think Raw's a better show. I think you look at Raw, I think you look at SmackDown. For me, Monday Night Raw now is better than Friday Night SmackDown. And if you could take away the extra hour, it'd be so much better. Mike Wilson, Liv's acting is mid, but then again, having to act like you want to fuck Dom would require an Oscar dirty performance. Her acting is mid. Look, we can keep saying that, but it's not going to change the fact she is mid. She's not a great promo person. I don't think she's ever going to be a great promo person, but I think she's doing okay with what she's got right now. Forever Barton. Rhea needs to put Dom and Liv, put up the women's title either at SummerSlam or main event or a WrestleMania main event. I mean, it could be SummerSlam. Can you really drag this out to Mania? I mean, knowing WWE, they probably could. They like to drag stuff out, but who knows. Nick Upside boring. Should have been a hit, but for me at least, extremely boring. I mean, I disagree. I think it could have been better. It definitely could have been better. But I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was decent. Laura King, it was great. Hope Liv gets custody of Dom. I agree. I thought it was good, and I think she will get custody of Dom. I see Liv Morgan. I think Dominic Mysterio, he needs to escape Rhea Ripley if he wants to get over, and if he wants to be treated as a serious threat, and he wants to be a real wrestler. You can't be running about being, treated like a little bitch by Rhea Ripley, or any woman for that matter. He needs to break out of this whole Mammy's boy role. It was funny at first, but he just looks like a cock. It is what it is. Malik Creed, custody of Dominic on a pole match, or a forklift could happen. Wisecracker, Dirty Dom, this is WWE, he should be called Dirty Sanchez, that would work. Dom definitely isn't Mr. Popularity. He gets booed every time he tries to talk. I don't see a Dom Liv angle working. He's as boring as plain yogurt. He's got charisma, energy to last forever. She's got charisma and energy to last forever. Judgment Day, Rhea in particular, have been great for Dom's development as a character and performer. He'd not been near this far along with Ray or joining LWO. Liv will have to do the heavy lifting for it to work though. Look, I agree. If he didn't join the Judgment Day, and if he was stuck with Ray, and he was in the LWO, I think Dominic Mysterio would be unbearable. I think he would be unwatchable. But he's came on so much. He has improved a hell of a lot. And I actually think Dominic is better in terms of charisma, in terms of energy. I think Dom is a better performer than Liv Morgan. That's my opinion. I'm not going to change it. David Hall says, I want more. Pretty good. I want Liv to stop laughing every time she laughs. It sounds like she's gagging or coughing up a hairball. I mean, it does. It's kind of that like fake sort of like Joker laughter, but I think she overdoes it. I mean, it's like almost every sentence. It's like when she finishes, every sentence, it's a fake laugh in there. It's just, I know, it's a bit. It's too much. I mean, the odd laugh is fine, but not every time you say a word. Darren Daniels, Liv looks like a porn star, like no joke. She really looks like a sex worker. I was getting those vibes a little bit, but I mean, she looked attractive, so I mean, I'm not going to complain. Master said, great segment. G-Trower says, Andrade versus Cody, Andrade versus Priest, Andrade versus Logan Paul, Andrade versus Sami Zayn must happen. Stop making Latinos wrestle only Latinos. Astonished Mills said, I laughed this entire segment. I love this Liv. Liv going to use Ray and Dragon Lee to get into release Dom. Teach Selena a lesson to do her job right, like how to beat a bitch properly and stop acting like a weakling with an entire legend in your corner. Make Ray look bad. The segment was decent. Don't quite really get what the whole release thing is, but do you mean just release Dom? As in release Dom on people, or release Dom as in releasing from the company? Not quite sure what that is. You Stink Fowler says Dom is so gross, like diarrhea Dripley. Medifen says get Alexa Bliss in the ring and smack Liv. I'd love to see Alexa Bliss in this role. She'd be so good for this, but unfortunately she is not. Chief Marshall, yeah, but sorry, my mind is a little angry. Stevie Mack says poor little Dom is in a love triangle with two mamacitas. Orale, a true Latino. I mean, yeah, I think it's got a lot of potential. Tyranno Boris says Liv and Rhea need to fight for custody of Dom, to be honest, period. We've got 15 replies here. I mean, it looks like a bunch of negative shit here. So I don't know if I'm going to go through all this. But North Lead Papa says sounds awful. Leave the dumb comedy shit in the past. Leave all the dumb comedy stuff that actually was entertaining. Leave all that in the past, and let's just have boring 3-hour shows with nothing but wrestling. That sounds very fun. Not. And Kevin Meek said it got a lot better when Finn came out. I think it would be interesting if Dom and JD went with Liv and Priest and Balor and stayed with Rhea. Obviously, we'd know who would win though. So you're thinking of maybe a Judgment Day faction that breaks up, and we could get Judgment Day versus Judgment Day, just like they're teasing Bloodline versus Bloodline. I mean, that could happen. Overall though, I enjoyed the segment. I thought it was good. It wasn't great. I don't think Liv Morgan is quite there as a performer. I don't think she can cut a great promo, but I think this is a good angle for her. I think this is a good storyline for her, but I'm just not convinced that she can cut great promos. I think just having her look good, having her act a little bit sexual and pursue this relationship with Dom is interesting, but yeah, I'm not expecting masterclass promos from Liv Morgan, because it's not going to happen, and I think we already know that. Anyway guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.